Ladies and gentlemen, I am Melvin Banks.
And this is Ito.
And we are the Carbonation Conversation, reviewing The Old Man, episode 5. I was just about to say episode 5. And before we get into that, as you know, this is our 6-pack chat, and we seem to love this new format. Hopefully you guys like this new format, but please express if you don't in the comments section. Let's talk about this episode, man. But I guess before we do,
Happy New Beer.
Happy New Beer. We're still drinking on this Red Stripe from episode 4, even though Ito is about to move on to the next beer, and I have failed. Game over. I still got like over 2/3 of this bitch left.
Shit's weak.
I know. Shit's weak. I love it. Hey. We should probably review that. But yeah, let me take a Happy New Beer real quick.
But Grandma's Boy, if you haven't seen Grandma's Boy, you're missing out.
Salt and Pepper's here. I love that fucking saying. I love that shit. As always, if you like what you hear, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, follow, all of that good shit. And I will always say all that good shit because it sounds so good, you know? But anyways, like I said in the episode 4 review, wasn't a lot of action in these 2 episodes.
But they were still great episodes.
But they were phenomenal.
I was in it the whole time.
I don't understand how you can't do this in like movies. Like this type of back and forth dialogue that's like good and flavorful, but it's a lot of horrible ass movies, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
There are great movies that's all it
hell
is.
Yeah.
Dialogue, you know what I mean?
And for some reason, people just can't click. You know what I'm saying? We're living in this, TikTok and Snapchat where shit is like 10, 15 seconds or less.
Right. And then you think of John Lithgow, and you think more of like funny stuff, like Rock from the Sun and all that. But when I looked at John Lithgow different, it was when he was on Dexter.
I forgot about that.
He was.
I think that was the last season.
John Lithgow. It wasn't the last season.
No, I was about to say the last season. I watched Dexter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he snapped in that role, most serious role I ever seen him in. I'm like, okay, John Lithgow's an actor. Wow.
I don't know the Netflix show. It's not even a Netflix. It's actually FX. And I'm going to Google it as I'm talking to you. Did you see the new FX show with the trailer with Steve Carell?
Yeah, I haven't seen the trailer, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's like Steve Carell trying to calm down a psycho killer. It looks interesting. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's called Steve Carell tries to be a therapist. Well, you tell me everything about it, but you don't tell me the fucking name of the series.
It's called The Patient.
Okay. The Patient. It looks interesting. We're always talking about comedic actors branching off into psychological thrillers
like
or horror.
Williams doing Insomnia.
Man, that was so good.
Did you
back
watch
in the
the
day.
House of Dragons trailer?
I haven't seen the new one. Okay. I will. Me and you got into a big argument, so I'm not going to bring it. I'm not going to bring up Game of Thrones right now. But, all right. How'd you feel about this episode?
Like I said, I thought it was great.
You thought it was great. Okay, so there are shows where they want a slow burn for some confrontation, but this one was like, fuck that.
It was a slow burn. Like I thought we were gonna meet Hamza in this episode, but that didn't happen.
I thought the old guy coming in was Hamza. I'm like, oh my god, he's gotten so old. Look at him. He's fragile. You cool. No, that wasn't Hamza. But it opens up with Angela and Harold on display. And she tells this phenomenal joke, which I am going to...
Is that how it opens?
No, actually, you know what? You are absolutely right. Yeah. It does not open like that because, as you said in episode 4, you were like, hey, Melvin, that wasn't from fucking episode 4. So you let me shut the fuck up and let you go ahead. I'll take a Happy New Beer.
But basically, like you were saying in the last episode, that that basically John just signs the shit like, boom, okay, you're gonna get your half, and she's like, wait, what's changed?
Mm-hmm.
Like, my daughter, I gotta go
Yes.
do some shit. She's in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta go. Where did he say he had to go?
Morocco.
Mm-hmm. And he was like, I can explain it all if you want to go with me.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
And she seems interested because, like I said from the previous episode, before we like, Melvin, cut it. She had all the power.
Yeah.
This was the first time in episode 4 I actually saw John pissed. He almost looked like he was about to kill her. Because when he got her, he's like, you motherfucker.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And in this episode, he's like, you know what? Go ahead. Money don't mean shit to me like you think money means to you.
Yeah.
My daughter got me a call before I came in here. I thought we was going to have a little nice dinner. But since you pulled this, I'm out. But if you want to come with me, come with me.
John ends up taking Zoe partially out of concern at the same time because they still going to be looking for her.
Yeah.
And out of recognition of her natural ability to find flaws and exploit them.
Now, I know for a fact that if Zoe turned out to be some extra shit, that you would just be like, damn, everybody's double crossing. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. But when you say shit in plain sight, like either you are an agent or this is your natural ability, that gets my mind tingling like a fucking spider sense. And I'm just like,
you're overdoing
and I'm just
Melvin.
like,
no, she is nobody.
and I'm just hoping
some people
that
have wasted talent.
Yes, and
like she should have probably been in some shit
that's
like that.
And exactly, and that's what I'm really hoping, because I don't know how I would feel if fucking Zoe turned out to be working for some organization.
Or Hamza the whole fucking time.
Yes, I would be like,
that's the only thing that would make sense.
I would be like,
there is no reason for her to work for any other organization.
But Hamza, and even at that,
Hamza.
I would be like, that's a little too much.
Right.
So I'm really hoping it's not
she
that.
Just has that natural ability.
Yes, especially because of her ex-husband.
And he's able to recognize it because of who he is.
Yes.
So he's like, damn, she just fucked me.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? No one's fucked me like this before.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's supposed to be scared. She's supposed to be, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
I'm offering her money, and she treated my ass right now. So he realized that, and that's why at the same time he wanted her to go.
And that's what I'm really hoping. I swear to fucking God.
Yeah. Then we go.
So 5, 6,
we'll continue with their story. So they end up going to the CEO's crib because he wants to talk to him again, and she's like, "Let me do it."
Yeah. And he's like, I don't think this needs to go well. Now I have a couple of points within this. One of my points is the dogs. Oh my God, that was such a sad ass scene. He gave the dogs away.
Yeah, when he had to leave the dogs to go on his trip.
And then what she finds out is she left them under protection for him. For her, basically saying that the dogs are yours, because she did have a brief conversation with John saying, you don't think you're coming back. And he's like, no. And you could tell that he was all choked up leaving the dogs, and he was telling the dog,
he gave the
German,
command,
right?
Yeah, the command to stay.
Be quiet.
It was the command to stay.
Oh, this is the command. I love it because they were barking so much that he says the command, and then they stop, and then one of them continued barking like, no, fuck that, man. I love you. Come back. And then you could just tell that was so heartbreaking.
He's like walking away without looking back.
Yeah.
You could tell like he didn't want to look back because it hurt more.
And then she's just like, so you're going to just give me the dogs and not even asking? He's just like, they don't know any other person but you.
Yeah.
And it was just a very, very heartbreaking thing. I'm an animal lover, and I was just like, oh, fuck. I don't know their names. I wish I knew their names. I'm just like, bye-bye. I forget. It's like Kate and Harry or some shit. Isn't that like we ain't gonna get into that. But the other thing I wanted to I think I said I had 2 points, but I was laughing so hard I forgot. Even though they got 12 things on here, I don't really know.
Happy New Beer to me.
Where I was gonna go. Happy New Beer. I do think that was it. So now we can go to the conversation with, like you were saying, when she was talking to the CEO.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So she's like, let me do it. First he's hesitant. She just walks out the car. He's like, wait. And then she just goes. She knocks on the door. First he's, like, can I help you? She's like, "Oh, I'm Mrs. Dixon. You know, it's finally nice to meet you." And you know, blah blah blah. And then he's just, "Oh, we set an appointment with you up tomorrow. I'm busy right now." Type
totally
shit.
dismissing
Closes
her.
the door, and then she looks like she's about to walk. And she stops, turns around, knocks on the door. You know, they don't really show what she says after that.
Which and that was another suspicious why I'm like, please don't have her be an informant to Hamzat or like you say, anybody,
Right,
because
exactly.
I didn't see what I really wanted to see. I am a dialogue guy. When motherfuckers be like, oh, when a character be like, oh, I'm going to tell him off because I now got him confronted, and then it cuts to them doing it already, I'm the guy who's disappointed. Yeah. I'm just like, I wanted to see. I wanted to see, I wanted to see the fucking confrontation. Bitch, you're wrong, Ito. You're fucking wrong. So tell me how you feel about that.
But you'll never see it.
Exactly. It was just, and if Mo, would you do a quick cut for us right now? Cut, and then just be like, oh, so we're talking about something else right now. The only other point I did have that I honestly wanted to talk to you about, how do you feel about the fucking dialogue between him and his dead wife?
That's tripped out.
I mean, she's talking to him like, you gotta let me go.
Yeah.
But you know, this is some darkness in here, and you need to find someone that can actually hear you. And I'm just like, bro, like. Even
it's some deep shit.
Oh my god, that's all. I was just curious how you felt about that.
It just makes you feel more for him. You know what I mean? Gets you more in depth with him. It makes you. I feel like that's why they do it. They want you to, like you said, be on his side, or you know what I mean, and just have that love for him. I guess you could say.
And I almost feel bad for Zoe because she, you know, his wife is just like, you're gonna need to find somebody who can basically. With your bullshit.
I feel like she was talking about Zoe.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what
I'm saying? I'm just like, I don't know.
At the same time, Zoe, want to act a certain way, like all scared and shit, but I think she's starting to like it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? She's starting to get into this shit.
That good old adventure, you know.
Yeah.
Women like that bad boy. You know, they do. Even no matter what fucking age.
No matter what.
All right, so now we can talk about the confrontation between Harold and Angela, and I do want to start this by the joke that Angela said, because apparently there's silence in this jet. Yeah. Where the fuck the lawyer at?
The lawyer wasn't going.
Oh, she didn't go. No. I thought she went with them. She stayed. Oh shit.
Okay. Well. Because we find out they didn't go see Hamzat. They went somewhere else.
Yes, exactly.
So she probably went to where she had to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. Because I was like, oh shit, I was looking for it. Shit, I was like, hey. But anyways, it's all silence. And to break the silence, she says a joke, and the joke is basically, and I'm gonna butcher this. I am. Mom and a young kid walking along the beach, you know, having a good day, when this huge wave comes, and what she notices after the water clears is her son missing. She looks up at the sky and prays to anybody who's listening to bring her back her son, because her son, she cannot live without her son. And it was so funny because I didn't remember the word that Angela said, but now I do, and now I forgot it. No, she says albatross, right? That's the word she uses, because I was about to say obelisk, like Obelisk the Tormentor from Yu-Gi-Oh. R.I.P. the Yu-Gi-Oh creator.
Oh, stop it.
Anyway, she does say albatross. She says this albatross being comes down from the sky, rescues the kid, brings the kid in front of the mom, and the mom looks dead ass in this being's face and says, "But you forgot his hat." And I thought it was fucking brilliant. Like, I love those type of jokes.
Yeah.
I said this joke at work, and my two coworkers looked at me like I had to explain it, bro. I love those type of jokes where it's just like, you need to think a little. And it's like, what? And I was like, he forgot his hat. That's it. Like, and then they're still looking at me, and I'm just like, I'm sorry. It's just fucking hilarious. I'm that type of guy. It's just fucking hilarious to me. Anyways.
Yeah, you are, because it wasn't funny to me.
Oh, I thought it was.
It was just stupid. I was just like.
I
understood
you know what?
the point of the joke.
Yeah. I thought it was hilarious. And this is because it's just people. You know, they're never fucking satisfied.
But you don't like Step Brothers.
Oh my god.
The stupidest joke I ever heard.
Oh my god.
And you don't like Step Brothers.
And you know what? I'm going to tell you the worst joke I've heard at the end of this review. If you remind me. If you don't remind me, I'll do it in episode the 6th review, the beginning. But I'm going to tell you the worst joke I've ever heard. And I still thought it was hilarious when you put it in context. But it's horrible. It's not racist. Most people think horrible jokes are racist. But it's not. So, Harold Ass goes. Harold Ass goes, what the fuck? Did you think dead kid jokes were appropriate? Did you think we had enough time for those dead child jokes? Because obviously his son died. And she's just like, motherfucker, you ain't said shit to me since we got on this plane. And I was totally shocked. He didn't say bitch, like, but you want to do this
you
now?
You want to say it though.
Bitch. I'm like, bitch, you want to do this right now?
Like, should I say it?
Okay.
Or should you say it?
Oh, and he goes in, and I'm all here. Yeah. See, when I was talking about that last episode, when I'm like, I want that dialogue. Bro, this was all the tea.
Oh, yeah.
All of it. And he basically says, girl, you're a mole. I know that now, or should I call you Emily?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then she goes, I am the same person that you have known forever. I am sorry that I don't have my hat. And Harold don't want to hear none of that shit, bro. Yep. He is so fucking cold-blooded. He's just like, that don't do nothing to me. Matter of fact, we have literally breached. This is probably the biggest.
Right.
Like, you gave me what's that Jack Nicholson, Matt Damon, and Leonardo DiCaprio movie?
Departed.
He's like, you gave me a Departed, bitch. Like, this is the biggest thing in the FBI history in the last 10 years. Like, I am fucked here. Yeah. Like, do you not understand?
You
like,
should be in jail right now. You know, and basically, but he tells her that she must decide who she is when by the time this plane lands. Mm-hmm. Are you Angela, or are you?
Yes. Now, are you Emily? And I do like her clap back, though. I do like her saying, like, look, you're asking me to cut a separate part of me. Like, look. My dad was my dad, and you were also my father.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He was there long distance, and he was there, and you were here personal. Harold even asks, how did you even get here? Like, we have contingencies. We have backups. We have things in place that this don't happen. And she even says, like, I told him that I just wanted to work, and he asked me if I wanted to serve my country, and I said yeah. And he told me I know
a connect.
Yes, right, which is very important because we're about to talk about that connect later.
I already knew it.
I didn't even know. I didn't even fucking know. Bitch. I didn't even know. And I was just like,
but then,
who the fuck?
She fucking basically snatched back after him basically telling him, like,
you're a criminal too, motherfucker.
You hired an assassin to kill my dad before the FBI showed up.
Do you want me to call Raymond right now?
Call right now.
Exactly.
And you purposely said my mother's name to get a reaction on me. We're talking to the lawyer. That's the same as me using your son's fucking name.
And he takes all of that, and I'm thinking, you got him. Go ahead, girl. He just takes it. He's like, huh, you think that's still a reason? Like, he don't give a fuck.
But he did he felt it. You see it in him. Like, he felt it, but he still had his counter.
Yeah.
Because he did. You know, when she said, oh, you broke the law too, I assassin. You see his reaction and shit. You know what I mean? So he knew. And
even in the back and forth, I don't know when, but he's like, I taught you too well. Like, he's like, I fucking taught you too well. And I love John's Lithgow's. I love his voice, bro. Like his voice
when specific voice.
Oh my god, especially
Lord Farquaad.
Man. Especially when he's delivering these soliloquies that just treat the fuck out of you, bro. It makes so
much sense.
Oh my god.
Like, you want to be mad at him, but you can't.
It's so good. It's so good.
But at the same time, Angela believes her only option is to assist her father in finding and killing Hamza.
And the only thing I didn't mention in episode 4 when she was talking to her father in the bathroom was, Daddy, you need to kill his ass because I cannot live anymore. I don't feel myself until you kill this motherfucker. I do feel like I need to mention that because that has something to do with the ending.
Of course.
Obviously, they land. They don't really know where they are.
Well, when they land, Harper realizes where they are.
Oh, he does.
We're in the same flight manifest that John and Bueller used when they fled.
Yep, you're right.
So he realizes where they are. So that's the last place that Hamza knew where they were. So basically, it seems like he wants to shit from there on type thing or something.
And I saw this old ass dude walk out. I was like, is that Hamza? Apparently not. This is the oldest motherfucker.
He looked weak as hell. I knew it wasn't him.
They took his
weak ass looking at him.
And then they basically took him or took them to a place. And this is like some video game shit to me. Like, took him to this fucking area. And basically he's like, they did this on, well, Harold is like, they did this on purpose. I need to find some clues. They're looking for information.
Right.
They want to know. Bravo, Harold. Bravo. You would have put my ass in there. I would have just been like, what do you want from me? Like, I wouldn't have done
shout out to Harold this time?
All right, yeah, I'm down with that. I'm down with that. I would say shout out to the Harold and Angela confrontation.
I think real quick then we should just jump into who put Angela in the position she's in.
Yes.
Which was Boat.
Yeah.
Boat, which was the guy who gave the number to the assassin. So Boat basically is talking to Julian.
Yeah.
The assassin. And Julian is basically telling her, yeah, you got a mole. Like, yeah, I know. I put her there. Type of shit.
I like the whole liars conversation back and forth. I don't remember from dialogue to dialogue. But basically, he's saying either... basically, what Boat is saying is, look, I put her there. I was the one who put Angela in a position because my son asked me. In fact, I have two sons.
Right.
And then I was just like, oh, I mean, I know what he means. Like, he mentored them. But for a split second, I was like, it'd be fucking crazy if they're really brothers. Like, that would be insane. And at this point, he goes, Julian, I need to ask you of one last thing. Would you help me? I would need to do the most unspeakable thing a father could ask for, basically. Killing my two sons.
Right.
Now, I think the only thing we have left, and we are kind of pushing time. I do at least want to let you know we're at 23 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a little bit of 37 minutes here to do. I just at least want to tell you. I got the torture scene.
Yeah, the flashback.
Okay, so yeah. Man.
So Hamza is torturing Pavlovich, basically. And
now it's at that point. Because it's supposedly, everyone says, torture won't give you shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then they're just torturing. And it's a woman doing the torturing, too.
Yeah,
she walks out. I was just like, oh, my gosh. She walked out with a hand, like both of her hands covered in blood. And I didn't want to see it, but you could just, I love the imagination of, like, why are her hands covered in blood? Like, what the fuck is she doing? Like, whoop, whoop. Not like that Benicio del Toro in that movie where he whipped out his dick and put it in the guy's face as torture. I forget what that fucking movie is, but go ahead, The guy was like, oh, no.
Right. Stupid. But this is basically when you find out, like, the real shit with Bueller.
Yes.
So basically, she confesses to John that she's been working as a double agent.
Yes, she's a fucking Russian spy.
Info to the Soviets, but it's supposed to be to help.
Yes,
Hamza.
Because after the Russians leave the country, I don't want to say that because the Russians in control they can pick a leader. but they can definitely maybe suggest she's implicating that, like, once the Russians leave, who will be the ruler. Not only does she says that, she talks about some hidden minerals.
Right.
And my whole thing was, is that what Hamzat is looking for?
I'm telling you
that's
now,
okay. That's what you think, 100%. Okay, let's Happy New Beer that shit, because I was just like, now I'm starting to think in general, because my mind was ticking here, and I know we're kind of pressed for time, but I was just like, is John the father? Is Hamzat, like, even if that's Hamzat's daughter, it don't really feel like he cares.
Right,
Soon as she mentioned that mineral shit, I was like, oh, boom, he could be king, basically.
Yes. And that's what it's saying. Basically, she's aware of the locations of this massive amounts of precious metals, and she's probably the only one that knows where they are.
Yeah.
And basically, I'm assuming that's she's making it seem like that's maybe why the Soviets are here, there too.
Yeah.
But she's like, she doesn't want to tell Hamza where they are because she feels like too much power so fast is going to corrupt him.
Yeah. Absolute power corrupts. Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So she sees a good guy, and he needs to keep doing it the way he's doing. Slowly take power. Too much power at once is going to fuck him and corrupt him.
And it's very true. And she is a very smart woman.
Very smart.
And it's so fucked up that she lost her mind. I mean, that's just so fucked up, right? Like, smart person
Dementia.
losing their mind is just so fucked up.
This is it. You remember that one movie with Gladiator? What's his name?
Russell Crowe?
Right. You ever seen that movie? Beautiful Mind?
Oh, Beautiful Mind. I actually never saw it. And you know what? Maybe we'll review that together. I know you're a big Russell Crowe fan and shit.
Yeah.
You know they're fucking doing the Gladiator 2?
Yeah.
How?
Well, he's not going to be in it.
Okay. Just
it's gonna
like...
be about the kid.
Just like they're doing the fucking, you know, that Will Smith movie with the zombies, they're doing a sequel to that.
I Am Legend.
And I'm just like, how? I mean, you didn't see him die, but it's just the depiction, you assume that he was dead at the end. But, so, now that we're back with Harold and Angela, and Harold does answer, it seems like, the lawyer's questions. You know, the lawyer calls and she says, after he finds out the flight manifestation, you know, they ask, hey, where were they sitting? And he was like, are you assuming, like, the different names? The different names? Or, like, where they're sitting? He says where they're sitting, and then the bitch-ass lawyer, and I'm going to say bitch-ass lawyer because she just responds, we're releasing the information tonight. She don't get, I'm like, really? Like, seriously? Like, he did everything you asked for, bro. And that is when Angela's just like, I got a plan. We need to meet with my dad, and we need to kill Hamzat.
Right.
Let's go. Here's the thing. I am terrified of Harold.
Oh, yeah.
He, to me, is the scariest motherfucker in this show. Like, I don't care how much John can survive in hand-to-hand combat and gunplay and all that shit. Harold ass is the motherfucker who we need to be worried about.
They're both at the same level. Truthfully. Harold just actually works for the company, so he has extra shit to
No,
work with.
all I'm saying is I could imagine a scenario where, like, John is physically doing the things, and then Harold just kill his ass because he's not physical. Like, he's just the guy who knows things.
After like, John does all the work, he just comes and stabs him in the back.
You know what I'm saying? Just like, boom, like, I can't let this information get out, bro. And, you know, the only...
He hired an assassin. So you're saying this is just like, it's already been proven.
And that's why, to me, and that's why I'm so, like Angela's like, come on, let's team up. Captain, our powers combined. I'm just like, nah. And
at the same time,
go ahead.
Harold is realizing what's going on.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like maybe he will.
And I'm hoping so.
You know what I mean?
I'm wishful thinking.
But now you got to think about the whole
this Tango and Cash
now
back
they want to kill
again.
both the sons. If they find out, then why not? Why wouldn't they team together?
Yeah, and I'm hoping that you're right, but I'm a little fearful.
I know how you are.
I'm a little fearful.
Scary
We got
ass.
2 episodes left. We got 6 and 7, my dude. 6 and 7.
Did you know that the finale for Stranger Things is 2.5 hours?
I heard about that. You're talking about, but then disclaimer: I've only seen season 1.
I know.
But then I heard that even the fucking finale, everybody's talking about season 5.
Yeah, season 5.
So, what the fuck?
Now they're saying season 5 is the final season.
I hate shit like that. At least if you're gonna say final season, you know, if you're gonna say final,
don't go on your rants. Don't go on your rant.
We had 29
Calm
minutes
down.
and 60 seconds. But yeah,
just want to mention the hour.
I mean,
2 hours and a half.
I will ask you just point blank. Have you been liking Stranger Things up
this
until
season
then?
has been fucking awesome.
Okay, cool. Good shit.
I'm just like, the last episode was an hour and 40 minutes. Then this last episode's 2.5. Like, Jesus, this is the 2 movies. I just watched 2 movies.
We got 30 minutes. We got 7 minutes left. 7 minutes. Okay, so
but
we
that
got
was the end of the episode.
I mean, well, we got fucking Zoe and him on the plane. You know, they holding hands. They feel a little special.
That's not even relevance right now. I feel like we're done. You should have mentioned that in the beginning.
Oh, okay.
With the Zoe and Johnny story.
Okay, so do you want me to take a happy new beer for the penalty or not, bitch?
Yes, penalty. Take 2.
Well, all right.
Take 2 because I'm taking 1 too. No.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Melvin Banks.
And this is Ito.
And we are the Carbonation Conversation. Like I always say at these endings, if you like the music in the background, the audio editing, which you wouldn't know about to begin with, that's how good he is. Don't ever hesitate to check out Mo Beats 89's work on all the platforms imaginable. And if you want to talk to him directly about a project that you have, just add that at gmail.com at the end of it. I am not going to lie. With 31 minutes and 33 seconds going, I am pretty fucking buzzed. And I say that because I am not going to drink and drive. You like how I transitioned that shit?
Oh,
that's probably the smoothest transition I had and shit.
Boo.
But yeah, I am not going to be drinking and driving. In fact, me and Ito are
drinking and vibing.
Ladies and gentlemen, we love you. Peace.